Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Road to WTT series. I'm back with some videos finally, and Merry Christmas to you all. I'm coming up right at Christmas, perfect timing, and I actually have the Christmas tournament that we had at our gym quite a while back, and I thought why not to record a couple of games. This is the first tournament I'm playing since September, so uh, kind of good stuff going on at our gym currently. Yeah, and then there was a chance for me to kind of come back to you with another video and show you what's going on with me, what's going on with this YouTube channel, get a little update. We got 24 whole minutes of footage here of me playing some games, and we're gonna go a little bit different in terms of it's not gonna be chronological. This is a team final that we played. We played a little bit in teams, but we played singles first, but I think the ones in singles is a more interesting game, so we're gonna leave those for the back. I played with my boy Sanuka, who beat me in the previous episode in Road to WTT, so that would be an interesting game. This one though, we started with the Bowen, our 15-year-old prodigy at our gym. So always have a great time with him practicing, and always have a great time with him kind of going through the games and stuff. So all I'm here to do is update you on the channel. We finally got our monetization back, so yippee to that. Yeah, I'm finally glad that we got the monetization back. We're back with our memberships. Memberships are live to people who have been subscribed and all of that stuff. But I do want to maybe change them a little bit. So if you would love to get back into the membership side of things, don't rush to that yet. I'll make a separate video talking about what I want to do with those as well, because I do want to set up a different goal in terms of what those memberships will stand for, and what kind of a goal and reward I want those memberships to have, so that every single person who subscribes and follows into the membership has a very specific kind of idea of what's to come. But anywho, first of all, I just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas. It's been a long year for me personally. This channel was kind of flying off in the beginning of the year, and then after I got my full employment at as you know, I work in car dealerships, and yeah, so I kind of it's been very hectic couple of months per se, and as you can see in my upload schedule, those were very rare. I did manage to go to a couple of tournaments to get the Road to WTT series kind of going, and almost made that behind the back. I was aiming for that thing for the longest, but yeah, so my aim was just to kind of be afloat with a couple of videos after starting my full day job. But what my goals are for the next year, I also want to make a video about that before we start 2025, because I do want to make more emphasis on YouTube and making YouTube content. And if you guys know me, but YouTube was from like me being 16, 15 years old, YouTube was something that I wanted to do for the longest time. And yeah, my goal would be to start making some income with it, and I want to be transparent on that. I want to make myself a full-time YouTuber, in a sense where I can go to games, I can play, I can make videos and entertain you guys, and make enough for me to stay afloat and not worry about my expenses, right? So yeah, that's the ultimate goal of me doing videos, but also to entertain you guys, to teach you guys new and different things with my channel, give you tips, give you entertainment at the end of the day. So yeah, that's kind of just talking out loud, just running through what's been going through my mind with this YouTube channel. But yeah, so all I'm trying to say here is thank you so much for following me. This YouTube channel kind of took off in the beginning of the year, with start getting some views, getting some traction. Some good guys starting to know me. I was lucky enough to kind of expose you guys to me playing table tennis, to what I was doing previously, and I want to continue to do that. So in terms of that, I wanted to talk to you about the schedule for next year. I do want to keep it relatively simple, so that we have clear expectations, and I don't put too much pressure as far as I had a couple of weeks of my life where I was making daily content, and daily content was quite difficult because, first of all, it's very minimalistic content to put out daily, and then for me to make actually high quality content, we would need to shorten that amount. So I decided to go once a week. Once a week, I'll come back to you with whatever video I have. As Road to WTT is something that is probably cannot be done every week because I don't play that many tournaments, but hopefully maybe next year we'll have some more. Maybe at some point, if we get big enough, I'll get a US visa and I'll start going to United States for tournaments. That will be very fun. And expose myself to a different level of play, expose myself to a different level of tournaments, because as far as this year goes, we did make a lot of progress on Road to WTT, but unfortunately we had very little difference in the opponents. We played mostly the same people. Like we played people from my gym, we played some people from Vancouver, we played obviously Matthew from Manitoba, we played Terry. So yeah, there's very limited access to what kind of points I'll have. Obviously, we still haven't explored Montreal and Toronto in the sense of who we can play against there, but I think that's coming, especially if when everything finalizes in terms of me getting permanent residency here in Canada and then kind of going to play maybe Canadian Nationals. I think that would be fun. That would be another step of Road to WTT that's gonna come by, and then go from there. Yeah, so one video a week, that's something that we're gonna go for. I want to make content regarding table tennis and different facts, and like maybe something about like different players, different tournaments. Like we had Walter Cup recently. I think that was very fun. I think it was very beneficial to table tennis to have that Walter Cup. Obviously, I want to rant and talk bad about WTT and do how bad of a job they're doing with the tournaments. So we're gonna expect some of the videos from me about the WTT and stuff like that. And obviously Road to WTT, oh, that was beautiful backhand. Obviously Road to WTT and all that stuff would be very fun to talk to you about those. But also I would my gaming was my passion was into gaming as well. So I think I will start making videos on that as well. And I'm not asking you to follow because totally two different things, but I just for the exposure, I will be making videos about topics that I'm interested in besides table tennis. So that's going to be something separate and not related to this YouTube channel, but that's where my efforts are going to go to. And then hopefully I'm going to have enough time between my job, my coaching efforts, and my kind of YouTube passion to kind of go through all of that. But yeah, this is kind of the goal of making. So the goal is to make 52 videos next year, right? So once a week, and that's what we are going for. As I'm playing the game against Gogo, that's the final game of our team event. This one to close it out, and she is probably the most difficult opponent I've played in. Like I just can't play her. Like the difference in styles is excruciating to me, and whenever we practice, I just can't seem to beat her at practice at all. But whenever it comes to tournament, I feel like determination and a little bit of just like just pure determination and experience plays a part where I'm feel a little bit more comfortable playing her during tournaments. But yeah, during practice, I can't seem to beat her, and it's been insane. Like I hate playing against girls, especially just because of that different styles, but also me making some dumb mistakes like that. Yeah, so 52 videos in the next year. That's my goal. That's my plan. I want to come to you with as many interesting topics and interesting kind of video ideas that I can, that we can make sure that this channel grows as much as it can. My goal for next year maybe to hit 10,000 subscribers. I feel like that's ambitious, but also realistic enough. We are 2,000 followers right now, and subscribers right now, and I feel like with me being very hectic with my upload schedule, this didn't help at all. But we had some very nice growth in the beginning of the year. This is our semifinal in singles, so I enjoyed that game against Koa. Koa is one of our up and coming guys as well. And was I was happy enough to kind of play him as my preparation for the final, but also give him a couple of pointers in terms of the experience and what is needed to play at that level. So yeah, Ko is a very excellent guy and always willing to learn, and I'm very happy to help, even though I'm scoring points like that. That's probably gonna go into my Instagram. So yeah, talking back about the games. Road to WTT would be probably the backbone of everything that we do on this channel, but and I want to make like a video about where we've come from, because it's been like a year and a couple of months since we've started this series, Road to WTT, and kind of sum up whatever we had in Road to WTT in 2024. 2024 was an amazing year. A lot of personal growth happened, a lot of exciting stuff happened in my personal life that unfortunately I was not able to share on camera, but also a lot of cool moments that I was able to share on camera. I went to a couple of tournaments. I played a couple of tournaments. I met amazing people in Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Those beautiful gyms there, and I would love to come back there and not even for tournaments, but maybe for like a training camps or anything like that. Those places are always amazing. But yeah, a lot of the videos that I want to do are going to be more of entertainment kind of purposes. But if there's any video idea that you want me to do, we'll gladly do it. There's also been like ideas for me to maybe make some content regarding like reaction to your guys' highlights. A lot of you guys text me on Instagram and different social medias, just sharing your own experiences playing table tennis, and that's very cool. That I feel so honored to kind of be that hub for you guys, where you share all that stuff. But yeah, that'd be, I think, very very fun content in terms of talking to you guys about not a great backhand over there. Talking to you guys about how you guys play, how you can improve. I feel like that's something that we can do as well. So yeah, a lot of ideas that we can do on a weekly basis as well, that we don't feel rushed in terms of like making content all the time. But yeah, that's something I feel very excited about, and then giving you clear headlines of that. I'm trying to do this once a week and not all the time, so that kind of provides value for you guys in terms of like we can just I don't have to push out any content that's that's like unfinished or whatever the case may be, right? But yeah, coming back to Road to WTT for a little Christmas invitational. Not a lot of guys came for that Christmas. I myself was coming back from corporate party, so not gonna lie, was drinking night before, but still woken up and felt good. I didn't have much practice time between the last tournament and this tournament. I was just doing a couple of classes here and there because like I have a couple of students who I just can't leave, especially with my hectic schedule at work. That's just what happens. But yeah, like I still come and practice with them, even though Lowe's more of a kid level player, so it doesn't gets me much to practice. But whenever we have a big practice on Sunday, maybe once every 2 weeks, I was at least doing a couple of top spins just to keep myself a little bit, to keep the feeling there. But yeah, so not a lot of practice time went into this tournament, so most of my preparation was in these kind of games with Koa. No offense, but yeah, here I was trying to fine tune whatever I had to do before facing Sanuka in the final. Because Sanuka at this point when I'm playing the semifinal, he already went through his bracket. He already went through everybody to kind of get to the final, and I was just here my last couple of games, playing best of 7 by the way, just getting everything ready to go, like just trying out different speeds of backhand, trying out forehand techniques, not even techniques, but like how good I feel my forehand. As you can see, I'm making a couple of mistakes, but overall I can say that I felt very good with my forehand. Obviously the fact that I'm making mistakes with my forehand and me saying that I feel good about it doesn't really help me, and it shows just how different my forehand to my backhand is. but as you can see, my backhand, even though I haven't practiced quite enough, I just have this feeling of my backhand, and yeah, it's not something I control really. I just have it. I don't know how to explain it differently. Like I just feel when the ball just sits well in my racket. I just know that if I do this, it's gonna go on the table 100% of the time. And yeah, like whenever I have this feeling, I feel like my backhand is very good. And then obviously, oh my god, at this point to end of the game, that was I want to say I'm sorry to call, but yeah, final against Sanuka. Here we go. I was mentally preparing for that game. Last tournament, I think that was very disrespectful of me. I wasn't thinking about my opponents. I was thinking about one opponent that I was going to meet in the final, and we didn't meet in the final because my opponent lost as well. So focusing on the one opponent at a time is something that I've learned from the last tournament. And then from this tournament here in particular, I was just looking back into the last game, I was just rushing every time. Like I was just going very hard. I was just trying to kill everything with my backhand. And here, what I did for myself is take a slow approach. I was playing much slower. Because of the cuts, you probably cannot see it. It's just points coming back and forth. But I will, for my members, I will upload the full version of the game. And where Sanuka is rushing into the play and starts to kind of start the game as fast as possible, that's where I was slowing it down. I was trying to break the tempo, play at my own pace, and then that's another thing that just happened. You see, start the first one very slow, and then keep the ball on the table because Sanuka plays defensive in terms of blocking against my forehands, and that's something. The last game we played where he beat me, I was just rushing to finish with the hardest I can, and then the fact that we play with butterfly balls, they're a little bit lighter than DHS 3-star balls, which is another topic of discussion here, but those were a little lighter, so the ball would just fly naturally a lot further, right? So me learning from that mistake and kind of slowing it down, it's playing slower in terms of my backhand topspin, just not go for the kill every single time, but keeping the ball on the table with high quality, with high spin. That's what kind of helped me in this game specifically. And this first game ends in a balance. I win 12-10, and yeah, like it was first couple of games were very close in terms of just getting used to the game, getting seeing what kind of play is gonna come my way, because yeah, like what I've learned from the last tournament is Sanuka is now at that level where he needs to be taken very seriously, and that's a big compliment to him, because this kid is very, very good, very high potential. He's practicing relentlessly, and that's what I like about him. And he's there to become a very successful table tennis player for all of Canada. And I wish him nothing but success. And he's 100% going to be playing international tournaments for representing Canada. So I'm just enjoying the time that I'm able to beat him as much as I can before he becomes this crazy good professional. So. Yeah, so while we added, yeah, just trying to play with my experience, and so the couple of things that I've changed from the last game, it's trying to keep the ball on the table with my backhand, play more to the table, like play as long of a point as possible, like not rush into killing any shot, just keeping the ball on the table, keep progressing with every point, let your opponent make mistakes in a way. And what else I did is I tried to kind of play through a little bit of a longer push instead of trying to keep the ball short. But then I started to rotate those, and that's what kind of helped me out in the later sets. From what I've seen, it just works a lot better. Like I believe, again, referring back to the last game, I was just playing one way, and it was all attack. But there's something that I haven't done in a way recently, but yeah, this was a lot smarter game for me, and I was varying the length of serves a lot, which I liked about this game for myself, that I was just kept the opponent guessing. I also did a lot of the long push, short game kind of thing. I also, as you can see, I did a couple of chiquitas there to kind of mix a couple of things up. Unfortunately, this is not a good game to show. I went 2-0 up and then absolutely got destroyed. I believe it was 11-1 in game 3. So yeah, but because the second game was so important, I think I won this on balance as well, like 13-11 or 14-12. Yeah, second game was so important that this one I kind of, as soon as I went down big, I was like, okay, we're taking the rest of this game off. We need as much energy as we can for the last 2 games to kind of close it out. So yeah, I was just trying maybe a couple of longer serves just to see, and then those are last couple of points where I'm just serving backhand, so I don't expose any of these serves that kind of I had in my mind. Yeah, so this one we taking a little bit break, 2-1 advantage to me still, and then we go into game 4. So as you can see, I'm not rushing. I'm just brushing the ball over. I'm just countering slowly, step by step, and that's what I'm talking about. Playing from kind of middle range of the table, but still trying to keep the ball on the table. As you can see, first one just on the table, second one relatively slower. If it's a longer ball, I still spin it, but keep it on the table. That's what I liked about myself. And then kind of going middle and half long serves, and then mixing them up with long serves, because Sanuka likes to go get on the table and just do back in Chiquita. So this was my goal of kind of preventing that. But also, as you can see, I started this game very well. I think it's 5-1 at this point, but I'm just, what a backhand. At this point, I was just trying to keep the ball on the table, just trying to keep the pressure on. And I believe this is the point where the lead was a bit bigger, and I started to speed up a bit, because I'm just on this roll where I'm just winning the point after point, and where I just feel confident about anything I'm doing in this game, and I feel like I have the advantage, and that's where I kind of started not break my own game, but kind of add to it. So, and that's something Sanuka will learn maybe with time and experience, but he needed something to kind of break that tempo. And whenever I caught that tempo in the 4th game, and now in the 5th game, that's where I started kind of increasing the speed, increasing what I'm doing, increasing pressure of play. Because that's the time where you just start to taste blood. This is where you have to close the opponent out, or if you start to let him back into the game, that could cause a lot of trouble. That's where all the comebacks happen. That's where and you just can't seem to do anything about it, right? So that was kind of my thinking on that front, and I won a couple of decent points here that kind of got me the lead early, and it was just a matter of continue doing what I'm doing, continue sticking to my tactic. Make as little mistakes as possible, even though I do make some, and just continue playing, right? I took this game very seriously, and I think you can say that. You can tell by me that I'm just trying to play the best table tennis I can here against Sanuka. And yeah, this is the opponent that we're gonna see here for a while, for the next couple of videos, because Sanuka is that good. And yeah, we're gonna be measuring up against him, and then some other players, hopefully in Canadian Nationals, in terms of next couple of Road to WTT videos. So again, thank you so much for watching. This is going to be the end of the video. We talked about a lot of things in this one, so thank you so much, and I'll be back in the next couple of days with another video of kind of summing up 2024. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.